Matchless. Nev Mickelson on the Velo set. Did have Scott Moyer on the Norton, but I don't think that's come about. And looking to Chris Hyland on that lovely Triumph 350 as well. And then go back to Mike Reid. So what we've done is Mike's on a Suzuki, and some people say, well, that's not a classic. No, but it is a post-classic. And it's just it being the smaller 250. We've taken that bike out of the faster post-classic field, which will be next, and put him on the back of this field as well. And he won the $150 Kim's cash here yesterday. So, man, what a lucky guy he was. So, good on you, Mike. That's nice. And we are racing here, and some cool bikes out there. Dave Cole, Nev Mickelson, Chris Hyland, and the other one is Jason Hall. And Jason's on that Suzuki 400 courtesy of Gumboot Coffee. And it's a 1989, again, fitting into the category because it's a smaller post-classic bike that can hang off the back of the other bigger bikes and not be a smaller bike in the hindrance of the bigger post-classics. I'll tell you what post-classics are. GSXR 750, 600, Ducati Corsa 851, Triumph Bonneville 750, Suzuki GSX 1100, Yamaha TZ 750, and I'm going to rave and tell you about Andy Skilton's bike when it comes to racing shortly for that post-classic class. But these are classics, and Dave Cole's your man, an absolute man on that Ross Graham Racing. Beautiful Matchless G50 500, 1959, the vintage of the bike. She's a gold one. She's an oldie one, but she's a beauty. And when you've got Dave Cole at the controls, you know you've got a racing star combination there as he smokes the competition out there in our classic lineup.
Yeah, he did. He won 2 from 2 yesterday, and starting already out in the front of this one. So silky smooth riding style of Dave Cole, already finding himself right out in front. Keeping him honest though, in second place, that is the man on the GSXR 400, Jason Hall, 433 Gumboot Coffee machine. It's going to be cool to see those guys going at it today. We then look back at Neville Mickelson and Chris Hyland. They're having a battle there. That's going to be third and fourth place. So keep an eye out. There's stuff going on all over here. Only 5 entries, but 5 absolutely beautiful machines. And all on at the moment because it is going to be Jason Hall. He's going to get the job done down the back straight and into the flip-flop. So Jason Hall's got himself into the lead of this one. So it's on here and just looking and sounding absolutely immaculate. So it's on. Dave Cole comes back the inside of them into the S's. So you don't know where to look. This is all on. So Dave Cole and Jason Hall. This is a great little fight going on, and already well into this one. 3 laps to go.
Well, in fact, it was Jason Hall. He was slightly overshot at the end of the start straight here to go around that beautiful left-hand sweeping corner, and that allowed Dave Cole to get back up the inside, then peel over towards the right-hand side for a little less kick there on turn 2. So got through there and got through nicely. Gets back into the lead, but is overtaking another one that pulled it off on turn 14 here at Taupo's International Motorsport Park to be squeezing up on the inside of that corner. We've seen a great overtaking manoeuvre here earlier today by S.J. Cavell in our 600 Supersports, and we've just seen the same again from Jason Hall. That man has stolen the show, but he only led effectively for the start of the straight to the end of the straight, and it's now back in the hands of Dave Cole. And I reckon Dave will realise just what a door that he opened up then and allowed Jason to go through. I don't think he'll do that again, Brad, as he completely will close off the field that attacks Dave Cole. I tell you what, there ain't a man that's got more experience from A, a racer, and B, bike prep. He is an absolutely awesome bike prepper. Oh, just sensational mechanic. A mentor, all-round good guy. You don't ask for better, both on and off the track. One of the nice guys of our sport. Mr. Dave Cole, a long-time Yamaha development rider. Of course, his days with Sam Smith were legendary as a combination, and here he is still to come for his passion of going to race a motorcycle, and that beautiful Ross Graham Racing Matchless G50 is out there and flying. Put him in the hands of a great rider, and you can see a great bike. 1959, the vintage, and sounding the glory it deserves to be, and absolutely beautiful. There's nothing nicer than a classic like that.
So there they go across the line. 2 laps to go now, and a lot quicker that time. 5 seconds quicker around in the gap. 4.6 seconds. The battle for thirds gone red hot as well with Chris Hyland and Neville Mickelson. 0.7 of a second separating them. So keep an eye on that one. Talking to Nev yesterday, and first race he had his gear lever jam on. So he was stuck in gear for the whole of race 1, so he'll be loving getting competitive again, and finds himself in 4th place, but not out of the fight for the podium, that's for sure. And Mike Reid, shout out to Mike, the winner of the $150 cash prize from Kim's. Well done to Mike, and well done to Kim's for supporting him. And that beautiful sounding RG250 running out our top 5 in classic racing, and we're halfway through, 2 laps to go. It's all Dave Cole.
Well, in fact, the comment that Brad made when we were walking down pit lane yesterday was how many bikes here are a kickstart? Well, that was certainly the case yesterday for the RG, of which Mike was using to get his little 250 going. And I'm not sure whether they were carbon fibre, or as you well know with carbon fibre, it can look carbon fibre, but it's not carbon fibre. But anyway, beautiful little muffler packages on the back of that bike, and to start up and hear that little buzzy two-stroke was just glorious yesterday. One even better was the Yamaha TZ750 of Andy Skelton. We'll talk about that more in that next race. But here we go, 5 riders, 5 different bikes, 5 different states of perfection, but really 2 different races with Mike right back there in the pack. It is the David Cole, Jason Hall battle 1 and 2, and then go back to Chris Hyland and Nev Mickelson. And I've got to talk about Chris Hyland because that 1962 Triumph 350 is a beautiful machine. The Motor Mail man certainly laying it on the line and really showing us a great bike, and B, an even greater racer as we storm home with some classic bikes on our program here today. And for those of you in the background can hear it, it is a magic sound. Listen, well, does something go wrong earlier on? Maybe you wouldn't have thought that was a guy that was overtaken just 2 laps ago, would you? So he's got the white flag now and 1 lap to go, but at the end of lap number 1 he was pipped. So there you go. In fact, no, that's still Jason. The margin there now 13.6. So what happened, I'm not quite sure. Maybe there was a misgear or something that allowed Jace to get through. Unsure of that.
Yeah, so it was about 9.5 seconds slower than Dave, and he was a lot slower than the guys in 4th and 5th too. So Jason, not sure if he made a mistake there or something's happening to the bike, but yes, the Gumbo coffee machine is in 2nd, but he's got that gap between 2nd and 3rd. That's only 4.4 seconds. So we're on the last lap, 1 to go, so he can still hang on, but it's Neville now in 3rd place. Well done, Nev. He's 3rd place. Chris Hyland on that Motor Mail Triumph is in 4th, and Mike Reed there in 5th place. So well done to our Classics. Great part of the show here for the weekend. We've got post-classics as well, so there's bikes from all era, riders from all eras, and just fabulous. The North Island Road Racing Spectacular here at Taupo International Motorsport Park.
Well, just a reminder, of course, of that fabulous Spider Staples book, another one of Spider's Guides to New Zealand Motorcycle Road Race Circuits from past to present. Like Wanganui with 3 circuits alone. Places like Patia, circuits in the Taranaki where there's actually no circuit, but there was circuits. You get the idea. They've popped up all around the country. Of course, Waiheke Island, the original home and venue of the New Zealand TT, and the Auckland Motorcycle Club's first running of those events over 80 years ago. Some great history. More details, nzmccircuitguide@gmail.com. And of course, also a part of the paraphernalia is the updates of programs. Spider is only missing 4 cemetery circuit programs out of 70 plus years. There's only 4 programs that he is looking for, and he's buying up programs. He's paid in excess of $5,000 since Christmas alone to be buying up programs of great events around the country. Yeah, people keep them and collect them, but hey, money talks, and he's been able to squeeze them out of the hands of people that thought they'd be long-time owners, but hey, a little bit of persuasion, and they've gone into great hands because Spider, as the historian and fanatic that he is, will have them and some great stories to go with them. So well done as he makes a collection. More details there at nanasraceart@gmail.com. More of the great stuff from Spider, doing a great work, and a pleasure to share his company along with Dean Bentley, Greg and Jane Percival and Christopher at